Welcome back to another season mode. This is episode 11. We are versing Vancouver Canucks in Vancouver. Before we head on with this video, I just want to let you know, if you're blind, I'm kidding. We're third in the division. We got Montreal tied with us, so we need to win. Because most likely the computer will let Montreal win. And let's just check where Vancouver stands. They're 7-17-0, so they're probably pretty bad. Yeah, they're last. Okay. So we shouldn't have too much trouble trying to beat them, but you never know. Crazy stuff happens, and let's just try to beat them. Hopefully we can do it. I've already seen the jerseys. I've already watched a bit of the game. It was a pretty good first period. Vancouver's winning 1-0. Yeah, without further ado, we're heading live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are downtown, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you can't see anything yet, but I'm going to disable the PlayStation camera because I want to make it as realistic as possible. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Good evening, folks. We're here, folks. Wow, that's weird. We're here at the Rogers Arena in Vancouver, BC. This is a great city. This is a great city. I can't wait to commentate this game for you guys. We have two teams, the Toronto Maple Leafs, who are 11-10-2, and the Vancouver Canucks, who are 7-17-0. There's Mike Emmerich and Eddie Olczyk. I have muted them so that I'm able to commentate over them to make this game feel a little bit more realistic. So, let's get this on the road. Whatever you're going to see on the screen after them is going to be what they're talking about. So I will just chat about that with you guys. It looks like they're talking about, they're just talking about the last 10 games, and it looks pretty horrible for Vancouver. They're probably wishing to use Alexander Burrows as a trying to use their whole team to incorporate as they need a win. Here is Jacob Markstrom. He's 3-6-0. He's got a goals against average of 3.0, save percent average 0.893, and he's got one shutout for the Vancouver Canucks. We're holding that, number 25. Here's Frederik Andersen. He's 10-5-1, a goals against average of 1.73, a save percent average of 0.932, and two shutouts for the Maple Leafs, wearing that special lucky number 31. Here's the Maple Leafs, Bozak and Henrik Sedin with the faceoffs. And Vancouver wins it. Edler dishes it off to Henrik. Eriksson picks it up. Eriksson with it. And it's taken away by the Maple Leafs. But Daniel Sedin, he gets smashed. Henrik will pick it up for his brother. Daniel will go around the net. Here's Henrik in front and a stop. Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk skates with it. He's got a chance here. Shoots, and that one hits off of Markstrom. There's a penalty coming up, and the Maple Leafs are... What the hell happened there? Okay, let's keep going. My goodness, what happened there? Alright. Here's Polak. Van Riemsdyk. Kadri can't get it. Eriksson will stop the play, and we'll go in the power play. But let me just... What happened here? Did you guys see this? Look at this. Look at this. Whoa! Yo! Oh my goodness. What if we keep the camera on McCulloch? Yo! Guy's going to space. Holy crap. Yo, man. What's up? What's up, man? You fucking face. I'm kidding. That's not nice. Dude, let's just get a shot here on McCulloch. Look how confused he is. He's like, I am like 90% sure that Henrik Sedin is not that strong. And Daniel's like, damn, brother, how you do that? I don't know, man. How do you do that? Get the... I'm just kidding. That's weird. Alright, after that crazy incident, let's continue the video. They're going to be on a power play, the Maple Leafs. 16:28 is the minutes in the first. Alright, Leafs are on the power play. Here's Carrick with a snipe. He couldn't get at the net, though. Well, he did get at the net. It just didn't go in. Tandem will shut it down by throwing it down the ice, and Vancouver will be able to change. Cohen tries to pass it across, hits the post, and Carrick will throw it up to Kadri. Here's Kadri. What a deke, and Kadri shoots on the short angle. Couldn't get it in the net. I'm just going to make it a little bit more comfortable for me, so I'm going to use simpler words. Bozak to Kadri. Kadri can't get it to the net. That one dumped down. Carrick picks it up in the zone, and he dishes it off to Van Riemsdyk, who's going to dump it around, and it gets picked up by Edler, who throws around to Granlund. To Sabicia, loses it, but Sabicia picks it back up. Here's Sabicia, shoots! A big stop by Frederik Andersen. Here's Sabicia again, and another stop, blocked by Van Riemsdyk. Here's McCulloch. McCulloch loses to Sabicia. Here he is, he shoots, and he dumps it into the other boards, but he gets hit. And here's Gunnarsson, shot, and that didn't get at the net. Deflected off a player of the Maple Leafs. Backhanded in. McCulloch tried to get it as Edler picks it up. Edler will dump it in and get a change for his teammates. The Maple Leafs power play was over a while ago. I did not show it though. So sorry. Nylander. Nylander's still with it. He'll pass it across to McCulloch, who gets hit, but picked up by by Brooks Like. And now Vancouver is going to go on the chance. Here's Virtanen, and he couldn't get at the net. McCulloch still with it. He's got a shot. Markstrom. What a nice save. Virtanen picks it up, and he's going to get into the Maple Leafs zone. He'll dump it around, and Granlund will pick it up. Across for the shot, and that one missed the net just by inches. Here's Nylander. Nylander to Komarov. Komarov dumps it around the zone, and Nylander picks it. Here's a shot. Big stop by Markstrom. McCulloch couldn't get it. Nylander was the one at the top who took the shot. And then McCulloch tried the rebound but couldn't score. Here's that shot again. That just missed by inches. Wow. I'm surprised that didn't go in. That was a really good shot. It could have been a better save by Andersen, but it did not hit the net, so there was no need. Here's Prost, a shot, and that one was stopped. Greening. Off to Hunwick. Here's Gardner, a hit, and Eriksson's going to pick it up. Here's here's Daniel Sedin. Andersen will stop it. With 4:24 left in the period, he'll stop it so Loui Eriksson couldn't get to it. Markstrom's made a couple good saves, especially this one from Prost. Right off the faceoff, Markstrom makes that nice save. He gives it away and gets that Vancouver team on the chance to score. But they were stopped by Andersen at the other end. Sedin wins it. Tanev. Edler thrown across, and Gardner picks it up. Who gets smashed after that pass? Here's Prost. Off to Greening. Greening dumps it in and gets hit. Tanev to Edler. Daniel Sedin with it. And Eriksson picks it up. Eriksson dumps it in. Polak trying to get it. A little tussle in the corner, and Henrik Sedin's on the boards. Little confusion trying to get the puck in front. Oh, what a save by Andersen. He had no idea where the pass was going, and he put those pads down and made the save. Here's Greening. Greening and across. Couldn't get at the net, and Markstrom will cover it as the pass tried to get across to Holland. One more line change. 18.5. The Maple Leafs win it. Polak. Riley thrown across. And here comes Alexander Burrows. Burrows with it. Couldn't shoot. That'll end the period. Joffrey Lupul will try to pass it, but didn't get through. And that'll end the period. We'll go to the second with 7 shots for the Maple Leafs and 3 for the Vancouver home team. I learned this fact today. The reason they're named the Canucks is Canucks actually means Canadian. So since they're a Canadian team, why not name them something that's a Canadian word? Plus, that word sounds awesome, like Canucks. That's a cool name, Vancouver Canucks. It really sounds like it really sounds like it just sounds good. So I guess that's why they made their team name like that. Here's Tanev, Edler, Van Riemsdyk has it. Van Riemsdyk throws it in, but it's picked up by Edler. McCulloch forcing the puck to be passed, and it does get picked up, but the Leafs will take it back. Here's Van Riemsdyk. Bozak still with it. He passes it to Bozak, who's getting it stuck in the corner, but will pass it to McCulloch. Here's McCulloch. McCulloch shoots, big stop, and Markstrom got his pads on that one. Hunwick to Gardner. Off to Kadri. Kadri dumps it in. Looking for some fresh people. Kadri will go get the puck himself. And he still poke checks it away as Lupul picks it up. Lupul gets taken away by Hansen, and Hansen's going to go down the other side. Here's Hansen to Gudbranson. Hutton will lose it. Here's Gudbranson. Thrown in. It comes around the side. Here's Lupul. Lupul with it. Komarov shoots and a big stop. Here's another shot. That was a pass, but it went to the goaltender Markstrom. Here's Sutter. Trying to get it across, but Cohen will throw it to Carrick, then Martin. Here's Nylander. Nylander with it. Passes it off to Like. Here's Nylander with a shot and a big stop by Markstrom. Here's Cohen. Shoots wide of the goal. That hit the post. The same shot as someone we also saw in the first, but this time it was a few inches closer because that one banked off the woodwork. Here's Horvat. Carrick. Alexander Burrows picks it up and throws it across to Edler. Burrows dumps it in. Carrick with it. Here's Cohen to Pruss. Pruss still has it. Riley. Holland with a shot. That one went off the pad. And a big save by Markstrom. Here's Holland. Pruss picks it up. Shoots. It's on the doorstep. Scores. Why not pick up your own rebound? He just did. And the Maple Leafs are on the board first. Late in the second. This is an easy goal for Brandon Pruss. Just knock that one in. Why not? Take that first shot and then knock the second shot in. Getting your own rebound is probably the best thing he can do, and he did it perfectly. Hutton to Virtanen. Here's Holland. Holland still with it. Here's Greening. Taken away by the Vancouver Canucks. And they'll have to find a way to... Oh, Markstrom put his pass together as he did not know Vancouver was going to mess up. That one hit off someone's stick and went straight to Markstrom. Good thing he was paying attention. Gudbranson. Virtanen. Skates with it and dumps it in. He gets hit and he's flat on his back. Lupul skates in. Looking for the puck, but Gudbranson throws it up to Hutton and he'll skate with it in the other zone. Here's Virtanen. Dumps it around, but Riley will pick it up and he'll go the other direction with his offense. Here's Lupul. Lupul loses it, but picks it back up. Here's the Leafs offense, trying to find something late. Vancouver will go down the other end. This could be the last rush. Here's a shot. What a save by Anderson. That is the fastest glove I've seen on him all season long. Great job. Sorry if I'm pausing, I'm just drinking water. Here's Hunwick. Gardner. They'll probably dump it down, and this will end up here. Nylander shoots! And stopped by Markstrom. Great period for one team as they got a goal. You can see why in the shots. 14 for the Maple Leafs and 1 shot gained for Vancouver from the first. They have 4. Here's Tanev, Edler, as Vancouver won that face-off, but they lose it. And Toronto will try to get it in. Here's Henrik. Oh, what a hit! Holy smokes, he just sent him to the third deck. My goodness. Here's Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk shoots, scores! What a snipe by number 21. It's 2-0. Hey, when you're in doubt, just shoot the dang puck. If you don't think you can deke that goaltender, just shoot it. That's exactly what happened with Van Riemsdyk. He went for the short side, and he was able to score. Here's Van Riemsdyk again. Another shot. Bozak scores. 2 unanswered goals by the Maple Leafs. It's 3-0 in the matter of minutes. Van Riemsdyk goes again, and then Bozak just ends the game with that rebound. Most likely, Vancouver has had no shots all night. They may not be able to come back from that. Vancouver, you may have lost this game. Toronto has taken a 3-0 lead. But you never know. It's computers playing, so basically anything can happen. Here's Lupul. Lupul with it. Scores! 4 straight goals for the Maple Leafs, and 3 in 4 minutes. Wow, what a show. When you get low in the slot like that, you just got to put that backhand on it. But I was going to say Bozak. Lupul was in the slot right there on his backhand. He could have done 2 things. Shoot the puck off your backhand, or he could have stopped and turned around on his forehand and sniped the goaltender. Either way, that puck was in. Edler, a lot of goals so far for the Maple Leafs. They got 3 in the matter of 4 minutes. Here's Hansen. Hansen shoots and a stop by Anderson. In real life, this is not what's happening. The Maple Leafs are definitely not winning 4-0. They're actually losing the last time I saw it. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Hunwick to Like. Brooks Like. He skates with it, and it goes against the boards, and he dumps it in. Here's Like. Nylander shoots, and a nice stop. Gudbranson to Hansen. Hansen to... I can't say that guy's name, I'm so sorry. Nylander. Gardner to Hunwick. Martin picks it up, and he's going on another run with his team. Here's Like. Like to Martin. A shot there, and that one was stopped. And Hansen gets on a break here. He's got another man. He'll shoot. And a stop by Anderson. He's going for that shutout. Sabicia. Shot, and that one hit off Anderson. There's a chance here. Burrows. Still with it. Shot there, and Hunwick got through with the puck for his team. He's still skating with it as he dumps it in. to find an option for his team, but Sabicia picks it up. Granlund to Burrows. Burrows skates with it and dishes it off. Here's Granlund trying to take a shot, but he gets stopped by Prust, and the Maple Leafs go the other way. It's back and forth hockey as they can't figure out what to do. Biesca. Was that Biesca? He is so old. Biesca is one of the oldest players I've seen. I'm so sorry. Besides Jarome Jagr. Here's Sedin. Sedin, Hunwick to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk still skating with it. Van Riemsdyk to Prust. He'll try and take a shot, but that one couldn't get through. Tanev to Sabicia. Here's Henrik Sedin. Sabicia will take it and pass it back and forth. Here's Sabicia. Oh, sorry. Is that Sabicia? Oh, what a shot! They score! Vancouver will get a goal on the board. They may not be out of it. What a setup! Tic-tac-toe. What a goal. That was an incredible play. A nice little passing between the slot. A nice little passing back and forth. When you can get a guy set up right on the hash marks, that thing is going in, no doubt. Unless you have an incredible goaltender that makes stops all night, he is not going to miss. Here's Bozak to McCulloch. McCulloch with it. Here's McCulloch. Passes it to no one. Dorsett. He's got it to McCulloch. Here's Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk to Riley. Bozak picks it up. Here's Riley. Van Riemsdyk. A shot there, and Markstrom squeezes the pass together. With 2:36 left in the period, we'll just see the games left. They versus New Jersey, Tampa Bay, and Florida for Vancouver's next games, if you guys were wondering. Here's Hutton to Granlund. Virtanen with it. He's going to go all the way, and he shoots, but he couldn't score. Riley to Lupul. The clock is ticking down to the final minute. Here's Komarov with a shot. Rebound by Kadri, but he couldn't get it in. And Markstrom will stop it once again for the last minute here in this game. It is 4-1, and Vancouver's chances of winning this game have become shy. Polak shoots, stopped by Markstrom. A power play is coming to the Maple Leafs late in the game. Here's McCulloch shoots, and that one didn't go into the net. It was actually blocked. Here's Etam. Komarov. He skates with it. Maybe the last rush tonight. Here's Komarov to McCulloch. Komarov. A shot there. That was deflected. And goes wide of the goaltender. One more rush for Vancouver. That's for sure. Here's Etam. He skates with it in. He can't score. McCulloch with it. McCulloch still skating. A couple of seconds left to go in the hockey game. What a game this was. To go from a 1-0 lead to the third to 3 goals in 4 minutes. The Maple Leafs have won the hockey game. So long road trip. They're heading back to the Air Canada Centre. There's the 3 stars. Morgan Riley was third with 2 assists and 2 hits. Van Riemsdyk was second with 1 goal, 1 assist, no hits. And Bozak had the all 3. 1 goal, 1 assist, and 1 hit. There was 23 shots for the Maple Leafs and 8 for Vancouver. This is why the Maple Leafs won that game so greatly. That was a good game. I have to say, that was a good game. If you guys are interested in watching the next game I'm going to record, that game is going to be on. Stupid. Okay. That game is going to be on December 7th. So that is, let me think. Today's the 3rd. I'm kidding, that's stupid. That's a long time from now. I don't know why they're taking that long. Maybe because they're coming from Vancouver? Maybe. But yeah, that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That is Wednesday night hockey. And just to make sure, if you guys think I'm retarded, it is Wednesday night hockey. So I can't wait to be here with you guys and commentate. Leave a like on this video if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more. And as always, have a great day.